Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I'm here for a different kind of video for you. So recently I decided I want to explore historical romance a little bit more. It's not a genre I've picked up a lot in the last few years and I feel like I want to explore it a little bit more. So I went a little crazy. I went to my local used bookstore and they had a bunch of titles, and then I've slowly been collecting some titles just from my local bookstore to try out. And so there's 16 historical romances here. So I figured it would be easier to just kind of talk about them all in one video rather than waiting a couple of months before I do my next quarterly haul. So that's what this video is. So if you're not into historical romances, you might not enjoy this one as much, but we're going to talk about what I've picked up recently. So let's start with the ones I picked up at my local used bookstore. It's called Hideaway Books. It's located in American Fork, Utah. I will leave a link to their website down below so you can go and check them out. But I picked up 8 titles. Some of them are even 2019 releases. My used bookstore does pretty well. I don't have things like Half Price Books or Books A Million in my state even. So having places like this are really fantastic and I'm really grateful. So let's dive into the little stack here. I'm not sure if it's in frame or not. I can't really tell. So the first one here I have is A Duke Like No Other by Valerie Bowman. It's a pretty floppy mass market, which I really like. Looks like we have a military man. Oh, it looks like they're married and trying to stay together. I'm okay with this. Yes, it's people who are married, but because he was a soldier, he had to go off to war. And so he hasn't been around for 10 years and they're getting reacquainted and getting to know one another again. So yes, please, I'm so excited. I didn't really read many descriptions. I'm trying to try a bunch of different authors as well. So some of them, I just noticed an author I hadn't read before and decided to pick it up. All right, this next one, I have read a book by them before, and that's Julie Garwood, and this is Gentle Warrior. I'm not sure what series this is in, but I've read Ransom. It doesn't look like it's the same series. This is from the same series as The Secret, and I've read, well, maybe it's the right one. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I've read Ransom by Julie Garwood, and I really enjoyed it. So I ended up picking up Gentle Warrior because my used bookstore had it, and I paid $1.50 for it, so it was kind of hard to say no to. It's in really pretty good condition considering how old it is. I mean, this one was published 1985, so this book was published the year I was born. Considering it's 34, almost 35 years old, it's still in fantastic condition, so I was glad I found it. This one's a revenge-centered story, so it's going to be fun. Next up, I picked up a Kerrigan Byrne. There's another Kerrigan Byrne in this stack. This one is The Hunter. What happens when the predator falls in love with his prey? And I like those kind of things where initially they set out to be there's revenge afoot and then they fall in love with the person they're supposed to feel revenge for, and yes. So yeah, that's what this one looks like. He's been hired to take her out essentially, and he falls in love with her instead. We like this. Next we have The Beast of Beswick by Amelie Howard. I've seen this cover in my regular bookstore a lot, and I've almost picked it up about 20 times, and then it was at my used bookstore, so I was so excited. So it's one of those, he's a scoundrel, he's going after her sister, and so she steps in to save the sister and they end up falling in love, and it just sounds like a good time. So there's only 7 from the used bookstore. I accidentally grabbed a cowboy romance as well and I forgot. So this one is an author I know I like. So yes. This is A Royal Wedding Book by Julia Lennon. This is The Princess Plan. I like royal romances. At least I've come to learn I like royal romances recently. And this one has a gorgeous steamy step back where it's gorgeous and steamy and sexy. I'm running over my words. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so much about this step back that I enjoy. And I'm really excited for a royal romance that's historical. I've never read a historical royal romance yet. I've only read modern day royal romances, so this will be fun for me. Next we have Much Ado About a Widow by Jenna Jackson. This is from the Widows Club series, Once a Romantic, Twice a Rebel. I'm going to read the little blurb at the top. It says, Lady Georgina Kirkpatrick defied her family, jilted her fiancé, and married the man she loved. When her husband died at Waterloo, she was delivered right back into her father's power. Okay, so clearly her husband dies in battle, and she's probably going to end up being with the guy she was originally supposed to be with, like the one she initially jilted at the altar. That's just kind of the feelings I get about this. And I feel like with this kind of a title, I bet the banter between the couples is going to be great, because Much Ado About Nothing has great banter between Benedict and Beatrice. So I think that's where we're going to end up. And oh, my heart. And then last from Hideaway Books, I have Scott Under the Covers by Suzanne Enoch from the Wild Wicked Highlanders. Recently, Jess from over at Peace Love Books has been reading a lot of Susan Enoch, or at least she's been collecting it. I've noticed it a lot in her hauls. So I figured I'd pick one up and try that. And again, this one's even a 2020 release, and it was at my used bookstore. Like, I can't even with my used bookstore. They are so good. This one, when a resourceful English lady and a hot-blooded Highlander join forces to trick a scoundrel, every rule will be broken. That's all I need to know. Yes, please. All right, so now we're going to get into the stack just from my regular bookstore. I only have Barnes & Noble near me. Like I said, I don't have a lot of the other places where people will get them. So I am a member at Barnes & Noble, so I do get them for the 10% off. And sometimes I'll find things on sale. When I do, I definitely stock up. But I don't believe any of these were on sale. So we're just going to dive in here. I just got the 10% off on these. So the first one is a new one, and this is Darling and the Duke by Sarah MacLean. I have read the other two books in the Bare Knuckle Bastards series. This is book 3. So this is one that I was anticipating. The step back is lovely, and I'm really excited. Yeah, this one's about Grace and the Duke of Marwick. So if you're familiar with the series at all, I believe we've met Grace already. I think that's the one we've met so far. We might have met both of them. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've read anything in it. So yes, I'm definitely excited to continue on in this series and fall back into this historical setting. Next we have Elisa Kleypas. I've not read any Elisa Kleypas, and I picked up Chasing Cassandra. This is from the Ravenels series. And lovely step back. Everything has a price, everything except her. Clearly, it's a guy chasing after Cassandra, and when a newfound enemy nearly destroys Cassandra's reputation, Severin seizes the opportunity he's been waiting for. So basically, this sounds like a Marriage of Convenience style story, just to save her reputation, and I'm here for it. Yes. All right, here's the other Kerrigan Byrne, and that is The Highlander by Kerrigan Byrne. Another thing I want to read more are Highlander-style romances. So when I saw this one, I definitely wanted to pick it up. Okay, the first line on the back is, they call him the Demon Highlander. Like, when I saw the beautiful cover and read that, I just had to pick it up. Can the fiercest master of battle conquer a woman's heart? And so this Demon Highlander is going to fall in love, and it's going to be so good. I'm really excited. Next, we have a Joanna Shupe. Again, another author I've never read from. This is the Prince of Broadway from the Uptown Girls series. Powerful casino owner, ruthless mastermind, destroyer of men. This sounds so good and like all about the female power, and I really like that. So yes, I'm excited to try some Joanna Shupe as well. And I saw this cover and really just loved it. This is from the Marriage Game series. This is The Seduction of Lady Phoebe by Ella Quinn. Surrender is only a kiss away. Polite society has its rules for marriage, but for Ella Quinn's eligible bachelors, their brides will show them that rules are for the faint of heart. So it looks like we're following Phoebe and Lord Marcus. And I just really love the idea behind a lot of these historicals. Like I say, I don't know too much about them because I don't want to totally spoil them by reading the back. So I only read bits and pieces. And yes, so excited to try a new author. New to me author, I guess. They're not really a new author, but they're new to me. You know what I mean. All right, so we have Once a Spy by Mary Jo Putney. And I saw this cover and immediately picked it up. Like, it was just too beautiful. Like, the sweeping dress, the horse, the whole thing. Love and Survival in the Shadow of Waterloo. So this one is more battle-based. I have a feeling she's gonna go out riding into things, and it's gonna be so boss. It's gonna be a good time. This is one I picked up at Target, so it took up a little bit of the cover when I took the sticker off. I was so sad. So this is The Virgin and the Rogue by Sophie Jordan from the Rogue Files. I don't think I've read any Sophie Jordan yet, but I've wanted to pick up Sophie Jordan. I don't think I have. I've mostly picked up Sarah MacLean's and Tessa Dare's. And then my friends at Forever have hooked me up with some other authors. So this is one, it doesn't look like I've tried any from her yet. So I'm really excited to try this one. A love potion with the power to alter two destinies. And yay, love potion. Like, the whole idea of a love potion sounds fantastic. And then last but not least for this haul, we have Say Yes to the Duke by Eloisa James. I have not read any Eloisa James. This is from the Wilds of Lindo Castle series. Miss Violet Astley is so painfully shy that she's horrified by the mere idea of dancing with a stranger, and she's got her debut coming up. She meets a vicar at her debut, and things go from there. And this one does have just a cute step back. This one's not like steamy like some of the others, but it's cute. It's pretty. I really like it. Then again, he's lifting up her skirt pretty high. So anyhow, I'm really excited to try some Eloisa James. I've heard a lot about Eloisa James in the romance community. So that is my stack. I wanted to pick up more Beverly Jenkins and things, but nobody has Beverly Jenkins in stock anywhere. So I know that her and Alyssa Cole both have some historical romance series. So I'm going to probably pick those up digitally because I still want to try them. So I know that I didn't have anything like that in this stack, but believe me, it's not for lack of trying. I really tried and nobody had them. Clearly, everybody else is trying to make sure they're representing our Black creators that we love so much. So anyways, that is my haul for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was kind of a bit lengthy. I'm sorry for that. But again, this is going to be something that I'm going to be exploring on my channel. If you would rather see them like in reading vlogs where I read 2 or 3 at a time, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.